ओम शांति। गीत में सुन रही थी।
You must have heard in the song
तो नहीं भूलूंगी
that I will never forget. Baba, I will never forget your love.
भगवान का प्यार
God's love
सबसे न्यारा होता है।
is the most unique.
भगवान के प्यार में
Within God's
क्या
love,
समाया हुआ होता है?
what is merged within God's love?
निस्वार्थता
Selflessness,
और बेहद का प्यार,
an unlimited love,
रूहानी प्यार जिसको कहें,
which is called spiritual love.
बाबा ने मम्मा ने जो प्यार दिया है,
So the love that Baba and Mama had
उसको
given,
भुलाने पर भी भूल नहीं सकते।
even if you try to forget it, you cannot forget it. It was so deep.
बाबा ने कराया है।
Baba gave us such a deep experience.
हम पलते आगे बढ़ते गए।
We were sustained and we progressed through Baba's love. The knowledge we understood and experienced slowly. But God came on this earth and first of all gave love and made the living plants, the living seeds grow. From Baba's eyes, love would be sparkling. And so our heart desired that we just wanted to see Baba. And Baba also just wanted to see us. So just as we experienced Baba's love, in the same way, we also experienced the love from Mama. Mama also became a mother very quickly. So when Mama came at the beginning, of course I have to tell you a little bit of the history so that you get to know this. So Mama also was in Hyderabad and Sindh. Baba also lived in Hyderabad, Sindh, and both of their houses were together, were close by. And so Baba's Lokik wife, Jashoda, Mama was related to Jashoda, but not directly related to Baba in any way, in a Lokik way. She knew Baba, and Mama also knew Baba. But when Shiv Baba entered Brahma Baba, then it was a different thing. Yesterday he was Dada Lekraj and now he is Prajapita Brahma. There began to be divine visions. When divine visions began to happen, and then this thing spread into the whole town, and because of this attraction, people used to come to Baba. That how did this happen? Even while sitting at home, many people had divine visions. Mama was a Kumari and she used to live nearby. And as soon as Mama found out through her own mother, Mama began to come. As soon as Mama saw Baba, as soon as Baba saw Mama, immediately, just as if someone has a vision, Baba immediately had this consciousness that this is the child of the last kalpa, the last cycle, and she is the one who will look after everyone. And Mama felt that this is my true father, the true giver of the knowledge of the Gita. And so Baba and Mama, it was as if they both merged in love. And then Mama began to come every day. Every day Baba would write a song and he would give it to Mama and say to Mama, make a tune out of this. Mama was very clever in singing. Mama used to get many prizes in school even. And in order to engage Mama in service, Baba used to write the song and Mama used to find a tune for that and sing that in the gathering. And the form that Mama used to take in singing, it's not as if Mama is singing, but it's as if Mama's face and eyes, everything is singing. You could feel that from Mama's face that Mama should just continue to sing and we just continue to watch Mama. When they used to chant the Om, And Mama used to sing this song and also chant the Om. And so this is the way the satsang started, the gathering started. We children were very small, and I used to also come near. I used to live near Baba, and based on Mama's songs, we Kumaris also became companions of Mama. We knew that Mama was going to sing a song, and Mama would get the company of the young children like us. At that time, we never used to say Mama, but somehow naturally there was depth and a smile, a spiritual smile on Mama's face, very naturally. There was cheerfulness, but also depth. When Mama used to pass by, we schoolgirls used to just stand and watch Mama. We didn't know what the attraction was. We didn't recognize Mama. We just thought she's a schoolgirl. She had the school uniform. And Mama had a sister as well. And so both of them looked similar. Their faces had spirituality, depth, and on their faces was a spiritual smile. But we never knew that tomorrow she was going to become Mama. And so Mama continued to progress within the gathering. And then when we Kumaris used to come, Mama used to organize the timetable for the Kumaris and for the mothers. We used to come every day, and Mama used to give us some teaching or another, sweet teaching, which we could use even at home, because we became those in a bondage. The sound spread very quickly that those who go to Om Mandali never come back. It spread in such a way that people tried to stop us. The parents tried to stop us from going. But Mama used to teach us that of course you can come, no one can stop you, but you must relate to them with love and with knowledge. You mustn't be stubborn. You mustn't use force. Mama used to teach us how to use the knowledge. They should feel that where they are going, where these children are going, that they receive very good teachings, that speak sweetly, don't react to bad words. And so Mama used to give, and Mama won the heart of even those who were in bondage. We used to use these teachings even at home, and we became successful. And we began to have the love from the heart for Mama. And with Baba, he used to come after a couple of days and give a lecture. We were small children. Baba was so big. Baba had the spiritual attraction, but he was very big, and we weren't able to come close to him. We didn't have the knowledge that God has come, but on Baba's face we used to have the spiritual attraction. Many people had the vision of Baba. And Mama used to chant the sound of Om, and we used to sit down. Many of the mothers used to get up, go into trance and get up, and they used to have so much love for Mama. And they began to say that, Mama, today I recognized you, that you are the Lakshmi, you are the revealed Lakshmi. And so the mothers surrendered themselves on Mama. And then as Mama continued to progress as well, as she continued to progress, whatever knowledge Baba gave, Mama began to develop this art, this skill, to be able to catch from the Murli that Baba spoke. As soon as one time when Baba was in Kashmir and he sent the Murli in writing, and Mama used to churn on that and speak on that. No one else was able to do that. And the letters would come, and Mama used to study that, imbibe that, and in the gathering would relate all the things in her own form. Because in the gathering there would be new people as well. So we began to see how Mama's art began to become revealed, become emerged. Whoever did the course with Mama, they would immediately belong to Baba. And whoever Mama gave the course to, they never ever went away. We gave the course to people, they would come, they wouldn't come. And whatever would be our stage, they would maybe come, maybe not. But when Mama used to give the course, no one left, Baba. This was the special inculcation of Mama. And Mama had so much sweetness. From within, she had absolutely no selfishness. She had the desire to do service, and this is why she won the hearts of the mothers and the young sisters. When we came to Mama, we would come to Mama and we would take leave from Mama. First of all, we used to just come and go. Mama used to also come and go. We weren't surrendered to start with. Mama never used to eat from the yagya. All sisters used to maybe eat in Baba's home. That it became late and don't know whether we'll get breakfast at home or not. But Mama never used to eat. Everyone used to ask Mama, why don't you eat here in the yagya? We eat in Baba's home with so much love. Mama said that if we don't do service and we just eat, at that time she wasn't surrendered, none of us was surrendered. Of course, Baba was surrendered, and so there wasn't the feeling at that time of being surrendered. And so we saw that Mama immediately knew the law of karma, that why should we eat for free? That yes, if we do service, that's a different thing. That Mama used to do service, the time would be up and Mama used to leave. And there was another place where the young children used to live. That was called Om Nivas, and that was Baba's house. And we used to go, and at first the place was where Baba used to live. And we used to go and listen to the Om Mandali. And then Baba went off to Kashmir. And Baba had such a deep connection with Shiv Baba. Baba used to feel that some power is pulling me, some power is giving me something. Baba used to write and just send the paper to Mama. He sent it to Mama in Hyderabad and Sindh. And there were 8 to 10 main sisters. And they used to love Baba's letters so much. The letter would arrive, and that means when the letter arrived, then they felt that now we have received life in our heart. And Baba gave Mama the duty to Mama to look after the mothers and the children of Om Mandali. And then in another place, which was called Om Nivas, 4 dadis used to live. Dadi Chandramani, Dadi Prakashmani, one sister Kala, one sister Mittu. And so they used to look after the little children. Baba also lived in another place. Of course, it was a very big house, and Baba lived in one side, and all the little children lived there as well. It was made in a very unique way. There was a room within a room, and there were many corridors, and the class would happen on the roof. And Mama used to come every day from there. Mama's catching power, her intellect filled with knowledge. She was able to take the significance of every word. She had the art of clarifying everything and imbibing everything. And when Baba's Murli used to come, and Mama used to explain it, then we used to understand Mama's Murli more easily. In Hyderabad, we lived in Om Nivas for about a year, and then there was a lot of chaos created within the town. That there's black magic, that this Dada Lake Raj wants to trap all these young women and mothers. And so all this heat was spread into the whole city. And then Baba invited us all to move to Karachi. There were 3 or 4 houses nearby. And so one was the householders and all their children, and then one was for the young Kumaris, and then there was one where Mama and then Baba lived separately. And there was one where Baba lived alone with his family. And so so that the world couldn't say that you separate families. I live with my family. I go as a teacher, do a discourse for an hour, do a lecture for an hour, and then go back. So it was a place of safety for Baba as well. But Mama used to live with us. We saw that Mama was absolutely accurate in her daily timetable. The place where Mama lived and I lived as well, there was about 100 Kumaris like me. Mama lived right at the top. It was called Kunj Bhavan. In the morning when the song was played, we saw that first of all Mama's light was on. And then we got ready and Mama would come and speak the Murli. Mama would relate the teachings of Baba. First of all, Mama was the first in everything. She would tell us what to do, but she would be the first to actually do it. If it was the time to come and have dinner, to come and have lunch, then we used to think, oh well, it's 12:30, we'll just go at 1 o'clock. But Mama used to arrive as soon as the bell was rung, and she would sit alone. And then we used to see Mama, and then we used to come running as well. And then the hall would be filled. And in the same way, if the class started, Mama would be the first to arrive. In everything in the timetable, Mama was absolutely accurate. And she gave her hand in every activity, whether it was stitching. She would come and see, is everyone coming to do the sewing, the stitching? Even just the way she sat taught us. And we used to say, Mama, this is our work, this isn't your work. And we used to say, Mama, we're sorry, we just became a little late, and so this is not your service, let us do it now. Whether it's for cutting vegetables, Mama was first. To cook the food, there was a rota and all the sisters had their own turn to cook the food. But Mama used to be present in every turn. If someone was late to roll chapatis, then Mama would arrive and replace them. And so Mama had gave practical cooperation in the running of the timetable. She never said anything, but she was so accurate that everyone followed her naturally. This was Mama's speciality. And then Mama had these qualities that she sustained us like a mother, that we were small children and we'd never lived in this kind of gathering. And sometimes whilst living, we would see someone's weaknesses. And for example, if there was a room where it was very hot, and we used to all say, Mama, I don't want to live in this room. I feel so hot here, I can't sleep. I want to live in another room. And in another room, maybe there would be many mosquitoes. We used to write to Mama, there's so many mosquitoes, we can't sleep properly. Everyone used to ask for what they call salvation, or facilities. And so there was never a time that we would say and Mama didn't agree. And so there was then a meeting of about 10 sisters and Mama. And Mama used to prepare us and say, you have to be ever ready. that you should all be ready. That if someone complains and says, "Oh, I can't sleep here, I can't do this," then within this meeting there should be these 10 sisters who can sacrifice and say, "Okay, you can't stay there. Okay, I'll stay there. I'll sacrifice. I'll renounce it, and I'll stay there." And then there was a room which was called the mosquito room. And the name was defamed of that room so much that no one wanted to live there. And then there was a small gathering, and there was just a small signal from Mama. We were just lost in Mama's love. And so Mama said, "There is this room. You 10 sisters have to sleep there. And is that okay?" And we said, "Yes, it's okay." And so then we made the room such that it was actually attractive. So we were all similar sisters, and so sometimes Mama would come, sometimes Prakash Mani Dadi, other Dadis, sometimes Baba would come to that room. And then others began to say that, "Oh, for any reason, if there is a bed free in that room, I want to come." And so everyone then wanted to come into that room now. And we said, "It's okay, we're fine now. We get up at the same time, we have spiritual chit-chat. Mama and Baba come." what yuktis we took to stop the mosquitoes from biting us, that I can't tell you. I've forgotten that, but the room that was first defamed, that room became such that everyone was attracted to come and be there. And so Mama taught us this. You accepted by remembering Baba. You said yes, you gave your cooperation. And so the result of cooperation is that so many souls are attracted to come here. And so Mama used to say, whenever there is any work of the yajna, you should say that I have to reach there first. For example, if you have to sort the grain, there are 3 to 4 tons of grain. First Mama will come, and then the group of these 10 sisters. We had the thought that we had this determination that we have to give this. We have to do this task. The bell would ring and we would begin to do the task. Then Mama used to ask us in between, experience whilst cleaning the grain, did you continue to have yoga? What kind of thoughts did you have? Check yourself. And combine karma and yoga. Mama used to continue to do her work. She wouldn't pay attention here and there. She would sit and just pay attention to her karma, and then it would be karma plus the yoga. And then based on Mama's vibrations, we also began to do that. And seeing us, others also began to do that. And then Mama used to make papad, which is papadoms. 3 or 4 tons, I think it is, of flour, and you have to roll them very, very thinly. So it was a very big task. And Mama would never finish the task, would never leave the task half done. Because Mama had the thought that seeing me, others will do the same. And so Mama used to sit accurately, complete the task, and then get up. And so we also had this sanskar. Whether it was the task of sewing, whether it was of cooking or of serving, feeding, everything we did with our hands. But Mama's practical dharana gave us a lot of power. And sometimes as we lived together, some small little things would happen. And so what should we do? So of course we used to go and speak to Mama. We used to say to Mama that this happened, and I said this to this person, and they said this back to me. Mama, that I never said anything filled with knowledge, that she never said to me with knowledge. And so we used to say to Mama that it's such a long time, and why are they not speaking knowledgeable words? But then Mama used to make us realize in such a sweet way that, okay, you don't like their word, like the way they speak, But if you perform even a little thing like that, then they won't like your way of speaking. So you remain accurate in your dharana. They are weaker than you. You be accurate in your own dharana. Let them say whatever they want, but you don't say anything back. You have taken a very high aim. You are following Mama and Baba. Keep the power of tolerance within you. Make your heart big. There should be the power to pack up, the power to merge. Mama used to give us such sweet teachings that we used to go to Mama and leave Mama feeling very light. And then the next day, the person who we had a little bit of a conflict with, we saw that that sister went to Mama, and so we used to think that we then went to Mama that, oh, I saw that my friend came to you, and Mama, that, oh Mama, if they said anything, you can tell me. Mama would say that, no, that I told you the thing that was necessary for you to learn. And Mama gave the special teaching to the sister who came afterwards. Whatever is for you, Mama will tell you. And so our intellect would become free from thoughts. Then we wouldn't worry. Mama was sitting there. Mama would say, anything that's for you, I will tell you. Mama took our dharana to a very deep level, that no one's nature should come into our consciousness. Our yoga should not break. We should remain obedient and faithful to Baba and continue to serve the yajna. To be surrendered means to be surrendered with our intellect. One thing is to leave your home and family, surrender your wealth. That's not such a big thing. To come to Baba means to continue to belong to God, to continue to be merged in every direction, every order of Baba. And so, as we lived close to Mama, we continue to receive the teachings, the sweet teachings from Mama. For example, if Mama sat down to cut the vegetables, then we used to finally end up sitting next to Mama. And we used to have sweet chit-chat with Mama. And even in a light way, Mama gave us such sweet things that based on Mama's teachings, our life changed in such a way that we never thought in a negative way. We just began to think positively. Whenever Mama did anything for the yajna, that there shouldn't be any noise. For example, if you did something, if you did a great thing, just put that into the well. There is a saying that do something but don't show it. There are some people who do things and then show themselves. And sometimes we used to think, oh well, I did the work. And someone else would come and show they would come and go in front of Mama as if they had done everything. And we used to say to Mama, there are some sisters that we do all the work. The whole time, there was no one else. But as soon as they see Mama coming, and then they will come and go in front of Mama as if they were there all the time. They will say, Mama, this happened, that happened, all the vegetables have been cut. And we used to feel, I've been doing the work. Then why are they showing as if they've done it? But then Mama used to teach that your actions are with you. Whatever you have done has accumulated with you. That has been accumulated with the future, whether someone has seen it or not. You don't have to do anything based on show. Even if someone does something based on show, then that is their path, that is their sanskar. Don't let their weakness come into your consciousness. By seeing their weaknesses, don't let that come into your consciousness. But you remain within your dharana and continue to accumulate in your account. Whatever I do will go with me, whether someone sees it or not. So we used to see that when we did something with honesty, from the beginning to the end, Then from Baba's mouth, Baba would often praise us. And we used to say, how did Baba know? Today Baba's talking about me, but how did Baba know about it? There are so many children. Someone or another would have told Baba, so many children go in front of Baba, and they would say, so-and-so were sitting to do the vegetables. Baba, she sits right to the end, and the right thing would reach Baba. And that's why within Baba's drishti, he would always see that these children are all-rounders. They do everything. They don't do things for show. They consider the yajna their home. Just as a person, when they do housework, they don't count. A mother has so much love for the child. The mother knows this is my child. She doesn't count how much love she has. So when we do the service of the yajna, it's not a question of counting. So we have to consider whatever work we do, my karma remains with me. So whatever teachings Mama used to give us, we continue to learn. But Mama's internal dharna was, in every step there would be Srimad. Mama would never use any word, even one word against Baba's Srimad. But Mama used to always consider herself to be a child, and she would pay attention to the Murli like a child. She would read the Murli 3 times. Anytime we saw Mama, she would have the Murli in her hand. We used to read the Murli once and that was it. And then we used to think, what does Mama do with the Murli? How does Mama churn and take out the butter from the Murli? So Mama never let her time go in light things and just light laughter. In a gathering, many things happen. But somehow Mama used to always remain detached and unique. She had love for the Murli, she followed Srimad, kept her timetable accurate, and taught the children through her karma, through her actions. And so we saw that Mama's dharna from the beginning to the end was such that she was revealed through her qualities. She became Mama through that. She became Mama means that the qualities of the mother, to give love, to sustain, to make the heart light. Within the bungalow that we lived in, Mama was the biggest there, and she used to look after us. Baba used to ask Mama, Mama, is everyone okay? Is everyone happy? Mama used to always say, yes, Baba, Hanji. This word was always on Mama's mouth, Hanji. Anything Baba used to tell her, Mama used to say yes. We used to sometimes worry that how can we do such a big thing? And then one time, Baba told us, the picture of the tree and the Trimurti and the cycle. And Baba used to say that you have to color it in. And in 15 to 20 days, make this picture, and Baba wants to present it to someone. You have the knowledge, and that it was on cloth, and Mama said, yes, Baba, we can do it. And then Mama called all of us, the group, that Baba has given us this work. Within 15 days, we have to do this painting. Even if we have to do this by staying awake day and night. We used to say, oh, Mama, if we stay awake at night, then we will fall asleep and the needle will go somewhere else. We used to say, Mama, ask Baba for a month and then we'll be able to do it properly. Mama said, but Baba has asked. Think who has asked? We say Baba said it, and Mama considered that God has said it. Mama always thought that these are the directions of God. She never considered Baba to be ordinary. And sometimes we children used to consider God to be our father and take it light. That Baba we do at night, and sometimes our eyes pain.
मम्मा कहती है नहीं बाबा ने जो दिन दिया
And
है
we
वही हमको
and
करनी
Mama,
है
we say to
और
Baba,
बाबा
Mama
तो प्यार
told
से
us
कहता है
that,
नहीं बच्चे भले
oh,
धीरे धीरे
Mama
करो
said we have to do it in the
तो
days you've
जब हम
given
मम्मा
us.
को कहते
And
थे
then
मम्मा
Baba would
कहती
say, okay,
देखो
child, don't
सही
worry, do it
किसने ऑर्डर
slowly.
किया
And then Mama would say, but child,
ऐसे
remember
ऑर्डर
who
में
has
मम्मा
given
तो
the
कैसे
order?
मिक्स कर
How can
सकती
I
है
mix the directions of
तो
my
मम्मा
own
ये
mind
सिखाती
within
थी
this? So Mama used to teach us
बाबा हमको
this.
सैर पर ले जाते थे
Baba used to take us for
तो
a
सैर पर
walk.
ले जाएंगे तो मम्मा और बाबा दोनों सैर पर कट्ठे कट्ठे चलते हैं एक बच्चे ने मम्मा का
When
हाथ
we went
पकड़ा
for
है
a
एक बच्चे ने
walk,
बाबा का हाथ पकड़ा है
Mama
चलते
and
चलते
Baba used to
चलते
go
चलते
together. One child held
और
Baba's
फिर
hand, one
हमको
Mama's
पूछेगा
hand.
किस पार पर ले चलूं
And then Baba would
किस
stop
पार
and
पर
say,
चलूं
which mountain should we
बात
go
बाबा
on?
ने
Which
बच्चे
hill
को
should we
देखा
go?
ना तो
Baba's
बच्चे
work
कहेंगे
is to
बाबा उस
fulfill
पार
Baba's heart. And the child would
दूसरे
say,
कहेंगे बाबा
Baba,
उस
that
पार पर
mountain. Another child would
तीसरे
say,
कहेंगे
that
बाबा वो
mountain.
बड़ी डिफिकल्ट
Different
है
mountain.
आप इस पार पर ले चलो
Another would say, oh, that's too
तो
difficult.
तीन
Let's
चार
go
बच्चों
to
ने
the other
अपनी
one.
अपनी राय दे दी
So 3 or 4
और
children
मम्मा पीछे
gave their
सुना
own
रही
opinions, and
तब
Mama would
अचानक
come
ऐसे
from
देखेंगे
behind. And we
तो
used to look behind
देखेंगे
and we
कि
saw
मम्मा का
Mama.
चेहरा थोड़ा गंभीर है
And we saw Mama's face a little bit deep, a
हम
little
जो
bit
बोल रहे हैं वो मम्मा को
serious.
इतना पसंद नहीं आता है
Mama didn't
तो
like what
बाबा
we
जहाँ
said.
ले चलेगा
That it
वही
should be
तीर्थ
that
स्थान बनेगा
wherever Baba takes us, that
बाबा
will
का तो
become a
काम है बच्चों
pilgrimage.
से पूछना
Baba's work is to
बच्चों
ask
का
the
काम है
children.
बाबा को जहाँ
Work
ले
is
चलेगा
to say,
तो
Baba,
हम थोड़ा
wherever you
पीछे
take
पीछे हो
us.
करके दो चार सखियों ने
And so we just
मम्मा से
went a little
पूछा
back, further back, and we asked Mama,
बाबा हम बच्चों से
Mama,
पूछते हैं कहाँ
Baba.
चलना है
We said to Mama, Baba
तो हम
asked
अपनी
us, where
अपनी
should
इच्छा
we go?
दिखाते इस पार
And so
पर ले
we
चलो बाबा इस पार
told
पर ले
Baba our
चलो
own opinions. That Baba, take us
परंतु
here, take us
बाबा
there.
पूछता है हम जो जवाब देते हैं
And so Baba would ask us,
आपकी सूरत बुरत से लगता है
and the answer
कि
we
हमको
gave,
ऐसे नहीं
but by
बोलना
seeing your
चाहिए आपस
face,
में
we realized that we shouldn't have
मम्मा
said
मुस्कुरा
that.
करके छोड़
Mama
देती है
smiled and
कोई
said,
बात
no,
नहीं हम
don't
बच्चे ही
worry.
है ना आकर
You
तो
are children after
आकर
all.
तो आप सभी बच्चे हो ना बाबा के
You are children of
बाबा
Baba.
लाड प्यार से पूछता है
Baba,
आप
out of
नाराज है
love
कोई
and
बात नहीं
so
फिर
much
भी
love,
लगता है हमें
asks
कुछ
you.
बात है जरूर
But then we would feel
फिर
that
मम्मा
no, there is
सिखाती
something, and then Mama would give us
बाप का
teaching.
काम ही है पूछना
That the father's task is
परंतु
to
इन
ask,
बच्चों का क्या
but
काम है
your task is,
बाबा आप जहाँ भी ले चले
Baba, wherever you take us.
तो बाबा जहाँ ले चलेगा वही स्थान
Wherever
तीर्थ
Baba
स्थान
takes us, that place will become a
इसलिए
pilgrimage
बाबा की
spot.
जहाँ प्रेरणा हो ना वहाँ बाबा
Wherever,
पहुँचो
whatever place is Baba's
इस
inspiration,
तरह से हर
that
कदम
is
में
the place that we should go to.
मम्मा श्रीमत
And
पर
so in
चलती
every step, Mama would
जो
follow
बाबा ने
Srimat.
कहा वो मामा ने किया समझो
Whatever Baba said,
एक बार
Mama
मम्मा को
did that
थोड़ी सी
immediately.
तकलीफ हुई
There was one
या
time
कोई
that
फोड़ा
Mama
निकला
had a little bit of a problem. She had a
ऐसा फोड़ा
boil
था
on the
जिसको
back of her neck.
खतरनाक है
It was a
तो
boil that
घर
was a
में
little
थोड़ा
bit
बहुत इलाज
dangerous.
किया
So we
पर
did a
सर्जन
little
को
bit of
दिखाया सर्जन हमारे कनेक्शन में था
home
उनको दिखाया तो
remedies,
उसने
but
कहा
then they
नहीं
showed
इसका
it to a
ऑपरेशन
doctor. And then the doctor said, no, you have to do an
जैसे
operation for this.
ऑपरेशन को कहा तो जो नर्स थी
And
उसने
so the
बाबा से बात
nurse
की
told
आज तो सर्जन
told
कह
Baba
के गया तो
that the
मम्मा को
surgeon
मुस्कुराया
has said that
ऑपरेशन होगा
that you have to do an operation
बाबा
for
देख के
this
सुन लिया
for
दूसरे
this
दिन
boil.
फौरन बाबा ने बच्चे
And
को
then Baba
कहा
heard this, and the next day
बच्चे
Baba
नहीं
said, no, child,
जगत अम्बा को किसी सर्जन का हाथ नहीं लगना
that Jagatamba, the
इसलिए मम्मा
world
का घर
mother,
में ही इलाज
no surgeon should
डॉक्टर
touch
की राय
the
सलाह
world
से
mother.
या घरेलू इलाज से मामा के इस फोड़े को ठीक कर
That
सकते
we can
फिर बाबा ने
we can
बताया ऐसे
cure
ऐसे करने
this
से ठीक हो जाएंगे
this
ऐसे
boil
नहीं
through
ऐसे
home
ठीक हो
remedies. Baba said,
तो
told
बाबा
how
कहेगा नहीं
to
तो मम्मा
cure
मजाल
it,
कह के नहीं
and
मेरे
so
को
it was
इतना बड़ा
cured.
फोड़ा है
And
सर्जन
so
कहते
Baba said
ऑपरेशन
no,
होगा
and Mama would never say,
तो मैं भी समझती
Mama would
ऑपरेशन
never
होना
consider
चाहिए
saying, oh, but I
कभी
have
भी
to have
अपनी
a
समझ अपने पर नहीं
operation. Mama never gave her
बाबा
own
जैसे
opinion.
बाबा
Whatever
जैसे
Baba said, whatever Baba
ये मम्मा
says,
का चलना कोई कम बात नहीं थी
this is not a
मम्मा
small thing.
अथॉरिटी है
Mama is an
सारे यज्ञ को
authority.
चलाने वाली
She's the
है
one who is running the whole
परंतु
yagya.
अपनी मत दे करके
But she never
वो
gave her
काम
own
करवा दे
opinion to
ऐसे
perform
नहीं
any
करती
task.
हम
Never.
लोगों को बाबा ने बहुत प्यार दिया तो हम प्यार में बाबा को बोल देते थे
And so Baba would give us so
बाबा
much
को
love, and
मनवा
out of
लेते थे
love, we used to say
क्योंकि
to
बाबा
Baba,
हमारा
we
बच्चे
used to
समझ
give our
करके हमारे
opinions
प्यार
to
को
Baba.
ऐसे
Considering
रखते थे
us to
जो
be
हम
children,
राजी रहे
Baba
खुश
would
रहे
want to please
मान
us.
लीजिए
For example,
कि मैं चक्कर लगा करके आई हूँ
that
सेवा करके आई हूँ
I've
अभी हम
been
आके
on some
पहुँचे हैं
service,
चाय भी नहीं पी है
and I've come to Baba, and I
बाबा
haven't
कहते हैं बच्ची
even
तुम आ गई
I haven't even drunk any tea. And Baba would say, oh, you've come. Have you drunk tea? And we used to say, no, we've not drunk the tea yet. And then Baba would say that for you a telegram has come and the time of the train is just now. There is an exhibition. Just go just now. Do you have the clothes? Are you ready? Go now. And we used to say, Baba, we've just come. Because we had agreed to be with Baba, that we should take treasures from Baba. And then our steamer, our boat should be filled with treasures. And then go. We used to say to Baba, we'll stay today and then go tomorrow. And we used to say to Mama that Mama, Baba has told us, but my heart says that I should go tomorrow. I've come and I want to fill my heart and then go. Mama would say, but Baba has said this. Just by Baba's words, you will be filled with so much power that you will be successful in anything that you do. You can't say no to Baba. And Mama would explain with so much love, and our intellect would accept it. And we would say, okay, yes, Mama, we'll do whatever. And so Mama would teach us through her actions. Don't speak like this, but like this. Who is Baba? She would give Baba's introduction to keep Baba within our awareness and then perform every action. It's not a small thing. Sometimes by living with Baba, we would just become ordinary. We would just take things lightly. But Mama never took things lightly, never made things ordinary. What specialities can I tell you about Mama? How much depth, that much cheerfulness. Her face was deep and serious, but also filled with lightness and happiness. She never laughed like we did. We used to laugh with a loud voice like that. But Mama never laughed with a loud voice. Just like a deity, she would smile. So depth and happiness, cheerfulness. She would walk in such a way that even the earth would not move. We would come and there would be a noise as we move. The earth would move and we would know that so-and-so is coming. But Mama would walk as if an angel is walking. And another special quality of Mama is tolerance. Whether there's sorrow or happiness, it won't be shown on the face. We would see that a nurse would keep on going towards Mama, and we would ask the nurse that what problem does Mama have? In the morning we saw you going 3 times to Mama. And so the nurse would say that yes, Mama has this problem, but we never ever saw that on Mama's face. Mama would never say that today I won't meet you, I have fever, oh I have this problem, I can't sit, you go and do your work. She never ever said that. And so we saw how Mama, the living idol, continued to be decorated. One day I said to Mama, you don't have to make any effort. It's people like us who have to make effort. We have some weaknesses, some problems, but you are a ready-made goddess. Your future is created, so you don't have to make any effort. And Mama used to say, no, this is a mistake of yours. If I have to become Lakshmi, then the method to become Lakshmi, I have to follow that method and then I reach the destination. If, for example, the destination is here, then I have to go from one place to another to reach the destination, to walk there. And so Mama's effort is to maintain attention, not the gross effort that is seen, but subtle attention in every action. Baba continued to remain within her intellect. She continued to follow Baba. And we saw that everyone receives their status through their effort. We saw from Amrit Vela tonight how much service Baba did of Mama, of the children. And so we saw how Mama became an incarnation, a goddess. And so just as we saw this vision of Baba, so we saw the same vision of Mama. As Mama would stand and give drishti to the gathering, many had visions. And there were other dadis and they had a little bit of nature of childhood. We want love from Baba. But Mama's part was of depth. The gopis laugh and dance and they play, but Mama was the image of tolerance, the image of introversion, the image of depth. She would sit for 3 hours in the morning just on the chair because she had the speciality of churning. Mama used to think about the Murli, reflect on the Murli very well and then come. Mama would leave the bed and sit on the chair. And anything she would tell us to do, she would tell us with a lot of love, a lot of gentleness. Mama would never keep any weaknesses of ours on her heart. We knew that if we told Mama any of our weaknesses, we had the trust in her that she would never keep that in her consciousness. She continued to make us move forward with so much love. Right at the end, we saw Mama with these dharna. Mama gave the sustenance to the whole yajna, just as a mother looks after her little children. I'm seeing how Dadi Janki looks after, serves the double foreigners. She calls every group, talks to every group, gives advice to every group that there shouldn't be any confusion on the face, no kind of wilting. By listening to Dadi's words, the wilting, the sadness disappears. That time was when we were little, and Dadi Prakashmani used to look after us, after Mama. And now we've also become big, and we've come away in all different services. All our path changed. Dadiji went somewhere else, Ratan Mohini Dadi went somewhere else. And our part of being sustained changed, and the part of doing service began. You continue to come here, and Dadi gives so much love. Dadi always says, anything, Dadiji says that, oh, the double foreigners are coming, anything, you must give it to them. She takes the names that when so-and-so gives, then you must give it. This coat is good, this sweater is good, sustenance like a mother. All of this Mama has taught. In no other organization, no one else can give sustenance like this wonderful sustenance, this spirituality. She would fill us with so much power. And so we don't know how those 14 years finished in Karachi. We forgot the whole world. The mother, our father, Lokik, we never even had the thought of going back to our home. Lokik home, because there was so much power, there was so much love within the sustenance from the heart. Nothing we had to give, nothing to take. We had come from an ordinary home, we were those in bondage, and Baba and Mama took us into their laps of coolness. They gave us so much sustenance that today we serve the yajna with our heart. And now the time has come to give. And so the service, the sustenance we've taken from Baba, we now give it from the heart. These are the things we have learned from Mama and Baba. And by teaching us, we never knew that both of them will become angels and fly away, and we children will be left in the Sakar form. We had never ever considered that. But of course, in a practical way, both of them are angels, and we children
सेवा स्थान पर छोड़ के गए।
And we children are left in the place for service. Om Shanti.